Hey everybody. Last night I saw Moonrise Kingdom for the second time and thoroughly enjoyed it. I believe my first review was an 8. I have no problems giving it a 9. I think it definitely grew in my mind. I mentioned that it's, demands to be seen multiple times, and I stand by that. I think I'll even appreciate it more and enjoy it more the third time I see it. I don't think I will see it again, at least in the theater. But I knew I had to see it in the theater at least one more time just to appreciate the absolutely gorgeous cinematography that's going on. Easily the most beautiful film since, I guess, Tree of Life. Visually, it kind of reminded me of Tree of Life, just in the use of, say, pastels and lighting and, a dreamlike atmosphere. I just thought some of the shots were just overwhelmingly gorgeous, and that you're just taking in this composition and the coloring, and you almost forget about the people and the characters and the story going on. At least I do. Though this time, if I had a beef with it in my original viewing, it's that the story couldn't hold up to the visuals and the directing style, and basically everything you see. But here I thought that it did a much better job. It's such a simple story, and that's what's great about it. Maybe it doesn't support the full weight of the visual impact, the visual heft, but it's just this sweet, elegant, sharp, quickly paced story that really is just, it's like dessert. It's sweet, it's refreshing. It's a palate cleanser. I don't know. It's nice. It's about love, your first love. It's about finding your place. Feeling as though you don't belong. It's very. It appeals to you on a very base level. It's a very human story. Everyone can identify with it. I think that's a part of its power and appeal. Stars, let's see, Bruce Willis, Edward Norton, Harvey Keitel, Jason Schwartzman, Imelda Staunton, Bill Murray, Frances McDormand. It mostly stars kids. I can't tell you the name of any of the kids. Bob Balaban is also in there. I can't really tell you any of the name of the kids. I thought they were all great. All of the characters in the film are pretty much archetypes. They give stylized performances to stylized characters in a stylized film. Maybe every actor doesn't get to hit like all of the notes, but they do their one little character, and they do it, very, very well. And they stick to that core set of emotions, I would say, but they have little glimpses of just pretty much everything under the rainbow. I think all the acting is just tremendous in the film, and the film is tremendous. It's really good. I am kind of surprised that it's in the theaters now and not later. I would think that they would want some Oscar talk about this, but I think that's the more I've thought about it, the more I think that this will probably come out on DVD probably around Halloween or Thanksgiving, and will be just kind of established as one of the great films of the year. That will be recognized by Academy voters, much like Midnight in Paris did last year. Just a well-timed DVD release can already just put it in the collective unconscious and just have people vote for it then instead of it be on the big screen. Because this is, it's got, I could see it being nominated for Best Picture. I'd have no problems with it being nominated for Best Picture. It's got, cinematography, I feel, in the bag. Art direction. I recently saw Snow White and the Huntsman, which, again, visually, the costumes, the art direction is outstanding, and it will definitely be in the year, in wrap-up in that department. But I think that Moonrise Kingdom will also be in the same department and will probably take them just because it's a better film. It takes place in 1965, and you were just transported in a way, but yet you always kind of feel like an observer just because it's so nostalgic. It's like you're having a memory. It's not like you're there watching it happen. It's like you're remembering something that you watched happen. So I thought that, is pretty cool. The music is outstanding. It's pretty much non-stop. There are a few quiet moments, but, music is pretty much going non-stop. I thought the music was really good. I thought the music was really good. I always seem to forget to mention the music, and I don't mean to, but I guess you just kind of forget it, or at least I do. But this time the music, and both the score and the soundtrack, really stand out to me. I don't know what else to say. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a very basic story that anyone can identify with, and I think that's why you should see it, and I think you should definitely see it on the big screen. Just the photography demands it, to see it on the big screen. Maybe, I'm trying to find out why I'm not giving it a 10, or explain why I'm not giving it a 10, and, maybe some of the characters were there, again, to serve their purpose, to be that archetype, that challenge to our main central character, who was great. The main characters, the young couple, they're fantastic. And even when they're not doing, the best job of acting, you can still tell that it's very real. And, that they are having a, life-changing, once-in-a-lifetime experience. Crap. I really forgot what I was going to say. I got distracted. The characters are there just to, serve as an obstacle for the main character. So maybe, every character isn't given their own little mini arc per se. Jason Schwartzman's character kind of just disappears. He was there to do him a favor, and when he couldn't do the favor, his character just is not there anymore. The same way with some of the scouts, the khaki scouts. Sometimes they're just there to just be their funny little quirky self, and they're not really given too much to do. But still, they serve the story, and that's okay. It's easily overlooked, easily overlooked, just because the story is so sweet and quick and pure. It's a pure story. I don't really know what else to say about it. If I haven't said Wes Anderson yet, and maybe not, it was directed by Wes Anderson, co-written by Wes Anderson with Roman Coppola. In the career of Wes Anderson, I would say that I'd still like Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, Royal Tenenbaums more than this. I definitely like this more than Life Aquatic. You know, Fantastic Fox I only saw a couple times, and I thought it was really, really good, but I'm a real big fan of animation. You know, and it felt so complex for being a kid's story. That's a great movie. I'm not sure where that falls in. I know maybe it's like this and Fantastic Fox. Again, they're back-to-back in his career. They're very similar, you know. I guess you could say they're both kind of kids' movies. I would have no problem taking a kid to this. You know, I think they would enjoy that. I think it's rated PG-13. You know, I don't know. You could maybe take anyone over 8, maybe. The language isn't too bad. Though there is, you know, there's language, there's, you know, drug use and being, you know, alcohol and tobacco. And there's even nudity. It's not like it's completely natural and you don't really notice it, but Frances McDormand is, you know, nude in one scene. So there, I guess there is some, you know, stuff there. But it really feels like a kid's movie to me. But just, Wes Anderson doesn't really make bad movies. He just, he's a unique visionary who always expresses himself, I feel, at the cost of anything. So I, you know, tremendously respect that. He's one of our, you know, better filmmakers. Here I thought he alluded to both the Coen brothers and more specifically Stanley Kubrick. I've noticed many visual allusions to Stanley Kubrick in his past films, but I don't think any more so than here. Lots of quick zoom-ins, lots of kind of freaky animal masks and things like that. I both got, you know, touches of Eyes Wide Shut and The Shining while watching this film. And I thought that they were, like, you know, purposefully done that way, like a little wink and a nod to Kubrick. So you know, I love that. You know, Wes Anderson is again extremely talented, and he's made a terrific film. Definitely a highlight of the year, you know, easily. So that's Moonrise Kingdom, and I will give it a solid 9, and I can't wait to watch it again. Thanks.